Hello, authors. I'm Linda, one of 3 co-founders of Tertulia. Now, we hear from a lot of you after you launch your website or come over from another platform that you go to Google yourself and you're wondering, how do I show up better in search results? You want to know if your website is SEO or search engine optimized. SEO takes time, but we believe that every small step that you take now helps you find more readers later. So here's a brief overview with some basic tips about how to make your site SEO and how to adapt to this new world of AI-driven answer engines like ChatGPT. First of all, some good news. Your site is already well positioned for SEO. We've built each site with SEO best practices in place, such as optimized page naming and architecture, fast load speed, etc. Another common question: when will I start showing up on Google? This depends. You should start being indexed for a basic term like lindahammis.com pretty quickly. However, to start ranking higher in search results and ranking for specific terms can take weeks and even months. Here's a few proven ways that you can boost your site's visibility in search over time. First, now we import your book for you and we pull in the metadata for your book, including your book description. However, you can edit this in the Manage Book section of the editor. So you can add some keywords that you think that your potential future readers are looking for. So as you see in this case, an award-winning World War II love story set in London for fans of All the Light We Cannot See. It's a good example of a keyword-rich description. Start and maintain your blog. So we highly recommend that you start doing content updates on your site. You don't have to blog every day. You don't even have to blog every week, but it is important for Google to have a chance to see fresh content on your site, and it's going to help your rankings. It's also great for your fans and your followers. Building inbound and outbound links. So first, anybody who covers your book, talks about your book, posts about your book on social, follow up with them and get a link to your website. Anytime you do a speaking engagement, you're on an invitation, you want an inbound link to your website. Super important to signal authority to Google. You also should add your website everywhere that you have a footprint online. So your social media profiles, your link in bio, your Amazon profile if you have one, Goodreads profile, etc. As you can see here, we have an example of one of the authors on Tertulia for Authors, Scarlett, who's linking from her Goodreads profile. And then outbound links. So in your blog, maybe you do a service to point to a news article or a YouTube video. Sounds like your site, but in fact, you're building authority, you're doing a service to your readers that's helpful, which you'll get rewarded for from Google. Also, keep those reviews and testimonials flowing. In a future episode of Tertulia for Authors, we'll talk about how to get reviews, but if you can generate these, even just asking friends, family, and current readers, that's a great start. And ideally, when possible, link out from those reviews as well. Okay, so what about AI? Strong SEO is a great foundation for discovery in the AI searches on ChatGPT, Claude, etc. Here are some tips for this emerging field. This is something that's very new for all of us. We're learning in real time about how you can get greater visibility in AI searches. Just a few thoughts about what we do know can position you well in an AI search. Write for questions. AI answer engines love clear Q&A content, posts that answer what, how, and why directly. Just like with SEO, you're going to have better AEO in AI if you update your site regularly. Cluster your topics. This might be particularly relevant for nonfiction writers, where you link together articles and posts that are related so that AI identifies you as an expert in that area. Write like you talk. That's always a good rule of thumb, I think, to be accessible and relatable in your writing. As you can see in this blog post example here, popping in with my coffee in one hand and my tabs open in another. The thinking here is that you use conversational language that is natural. After all, AI is built on natural language processing. So that's it for today. Just a few thoughts about how to optimize your site for search and AI discovery. And we look forward to seeing you on another future episode of Tertulia for Authors.